Hello Internet, Magic Man here from MMOBomb.com, bringing you a first look update. This time it's for Revelation Online, brought to you by my.com here in the West. Now, we did a first look for this game already in very, very early testing, and committed at that point to immediately doing an update as testing progressed. Today, the game officially went into open beta. However, players with Founders Packs have been playing for a few days now with early access. Now, I'm skipping over character creation, things like that, and we're going to spend about 15-20 minutes in the game just bringing you up to date. If you want to check out character creation and some of the early content in the game, check out the first look video that we originally did. I'll put the link in the description below. We're going to be taking a look. I'm already at level 30, so I just wanted to jump ahead, give you some impressions of the game now that we've officially hit open beta. So I'm just going to click on something in my quest tracker here. I know I had to do, let's see, curiosity quest. Where was it? Nope. All right. How about we open the map then, and we'll go. I want to go to the Trial of the Kings. Where was that? That was down here, wasn't it? Yeah, Trial of the Four Kings. Whoop. And now I'm auto-pathing. Once you hit level 29, you, of course, get, I believe it's 29, you get your wings, so you can fly around. Does make the traversing the map just a bit easier, although can't climb the steps with the wings. Auto-pathing. Alright, so it's going to auto-path to where I set the target on the map. While it's doing that, I want to address some of the things that we talked about in our first look, we've talked about on the free-to-play cast. If you've played the game, I'm sure you know about some of the things we're talking about, and some of these may come off as gripes, and honestly, they probably should, and I'm not alone in these gripes. I know I am not alone, just looking at forums, looking at articles, looking at posted comments, things like that. First off, the big thing you probably remember from our original first look was localization. And we gave it, okay, yeah, you're in testing, but still a lot of this should really be done. It was the primary thing. Am I here already? This is not where I wanted to go. Unless it's just not rendering in yet. Yeah, I think it is. I think the portal just isn't rendering in yet. Look at all these people running around. I can get rid of these, hit F10, and conceal everybody else, with the exception of people that are in my group. So if you have a bit of an underperforming PC and you want to try and up that frame rate a little bit, go ahead and hit F10, and you can switch to concealment rules, and that will only show up certain people. But localization, is this, it's still not, am I in the right place? Yeah, I am. I'm in the right place. It's just, yeah. See, Trial of the Four Kings, but it's just not rendering the opening yet. All right, well, hang on a minute and see if that clicks in. One of the big things, of course, was localization. It was based, there we go, one of the only things the team had to do, big things that the team had to do. And I'm here to tell you that, is it better than it was in our original first look? Yes. Is it where it should be for the game going into open beta today? No. Not at all. And I'm going to show you, before we go into the trial here, the biggest one that gets under my skin. There's a lot of systems in this game, from control scheme, which you can use a typical WASD, you can use a mouse left-click movement, you can use non-target camera rotation, you can pick whichever one you want. And so anything like those systems has a tutorial, right? Great, fine, fantastic. They take you through it a little bit, even how to use the map. However, there's an awful lot of subsystems that are mentioned as you level, but they don't teach you how to use them, and I'm okay with that. You know, I want to dig into a game and learn how to do things, and maybe I know how to do something better than you do, and you know how to do something else better than I do, and we learn from each other. MMO, great, fantastic. Here's the problem. The game constantly references an encyclopedia for you to go and visit. And that's right here in the upper right-hand corner. There are controls on every corner of this damn screen. So clicking that opens the encyclopedia. But look at what happens. This is the game's reference book. First off, this menu up here is ugly as all hell. Stamina. Oh, okay. Mounts. Game into. Yeah. this is an ugly menu to begin with. But more importantly, look at it. It's all in Chinese. And the game constantly tells you to go here to look up how to use certain things. All of it. Here's basic. Let's go to the basics. Controls. Nope. 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 Nothing. It's all not localized yet. Oh, so you want to get some help in-game? All right, well, the game's got a mentor system, so let's go and find ourselves a mentor. Okay, we're seeking a mentor. Awesome. Hey. Oh, my gosh. It's in English. A few days ago, this wasn't in English. So I'm amazed to see that this is the type of stuff that's changing now. Wouldn't the encyclopedia be the first thing before some random NPC's monologue being converted over into English? Ugh. So there's tons of that. Perfect example. The game popped up when I logged in today. Hey, go take a survey. Fantastic. Yeah, I'll go take a survey about your game. No problem. It pops up a web browser. The survey pops up. It's in entirely different language. It's not in English. It happens all throughout the game. There are good things about this game right now, in my opinion, and there are bad things about this game, and localization is still a bad thing. It feels really lazy on my.com's part. I don't understand why key menus were still not localized at this point, going into open beta. On the plus side, I love the game's dungeon types things. Now, we're going to do the Trial of the Four Kings, which I showcased a little bit in the free-to-play, or the first look that we originally did, the very first version that you get. It's very quick, 4 trials when you hit level 15. But as you level, dungeons, some trials, open up different options of themselves that may have different challenges, different bosses. Even regular dungeons, while you might go through the plot version of a dungeon like Darkfall, the very first dungeon you'll play, by yourself and have no problem, you can then go into an easy mode and a hard mode and group up with people or try to take them on solo. I'm playing a cultist, and I was able to take on Darkfall easy by myself and clear it. Hard, I might have been able to clear it if I would have been more patient, but I didn't feel like staying in there for hours, so get yourself a group. In this case, Trial of the Four Kings is only one player. They recommend level 20 through 79, depending on what difficulty color you're doing, and give you a time and some rewards. We're going to jump into the level 20 version of it. We don't open up the green version till level 40, but I just want to show you some of the things actually in-game. Now, I'm an occultist, which means I am DPS or healing, and all of your classes have this sort of aspect where you can swap between one or the other. So right now, you see that I've got Dark Warden. In the Dark Warden state, all my skills increase Dark Warden special skill points and magic damage. I can use my Adapt ability, swap states, and now I'm in Lightbringer. So basically, I have all the same abilities, except they heal targets instead of damaging targets, so I could play healer. And all the tooltips, when you mouse over, give you the actual both stances, for lack of a better term, abilities. So if I'm in Lightbringer state, Hellfire Claw here recovers 85 hit points for a friendly unit. In Dark Warden state, it causes 97 spirit damage to enemy units. So let's adapt, and we're going to start the trial here. Movement is WASD, but you've got all kinds of shift modifiers and double tap modifiers that will use up a stamina gauge you see at the bottom of your screen there, so that you can dodge and roll. Dip, duck, dodge. What is it? Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. There it is. The 5 Ds of dodgeball apply to Revelation Online. F is your interaction key. Of course, you could use right mouse button as well. We're going to click 1 to start the challenge. And we're going to go through various stages. Now, the overview shows us what we need to do. Defeat the male and female shrooms. All right, so we can tab target, hold down 1 for my basic ability. I can also throw different buffs, different AoEs. Certain attacks will lock me in place. So we're going to use 3, which is my Demon's Rancor. And that locks me in place. But I can get out of that animation if I want to. Rancor. Sorry, Star Wars showed through there. Send an orb that way. Press 5 again to make it explode. So there are some interactive abilities. We can throw down a totem that will buff my damage or buff my healing, depending on which stance I'm in. So you've got all kinds of soft targeting, tab targeting, bunches of options for controls. I just leveled. Great, we completed the challenge. Let's pick up our loot. Oh, we could try new functions now. The road to greatness, this menu is actually pretty helpful. It shows you every time you level up things you've opened up. So crafting has now been unlocked by hitting 31. So if you're a crafter, you got to do some leveling first. We'll go to the next trial. Again, this is just a generic defeat. So we'll start launching into these. These things are, notice they are scaling to my level. So even though it said the requirement here was level 20 to get into this, coming into 31, ooh, there was some frames. Coming in here as level 21, 31, apologies, did not just allow me to auto-nuke the hell out of this. If you guys are just going to stand there, I'm just going to sit here and use my basic ability. Now, I'm also building up my little meter here so that I can use special moves like Demon's Touch. Since it's active, I'll go ahead and use it. Your special moves, of course, will do various effects depending on which ones you have and which ones you've leveled up. Because, yes, these items level up as well as your character. So you can see that this, by the icon next to the magic skills and instant skill qualifiers there, is ranked up to 4 right now. You rank them up by using them. So there are some elements of maybe, okay, we got to get to the treasure chest, so this is kind of like a bullet hell trial. There are some elements of more old school MMORPGs in doing things like using skills to make those particular skills go up. And we made it to the chest, and we opened it. No problem. Tons of experience. And I got an achievement. All right. Okay, you can stop hitting me now. You were just left on the map. And find as much treasure as we can. All right, so we're going to open this. And double tap. Open this. Shift to run. Try to get between these boxes as much as possible, while conserving as much stamina as I can. I do like the trials versions of these things because of the variety. It's not just, you know, your typical dungeon, go in and beat the hell out of somebody, get to a boss. I'm going to skip the naughty gremlin. I'm out of stamina. Come on, go up. How much longer do I have? 20 seconds. All right. Not enough stamina. I don't think I'm going to get the big guy treasure chest. Maybe. All right. Whew. And off to the next trial. So there is a wide variety of things to do. Like, check out this one. Find and defeat the spy. So everybody's 007 here. 007, 007, 007. But look at the text. So that's an O and a 0. That's a 0 and a 0. And James Bond is the spy. So instead of having to activate all of those guys and potentially fight all of them, there are clever little tricks to find and little puzzles to do to figure out exactly what you're doing. Now we get more of a traditional boss fight. Alright, so we'll nuke him, throw a buff, throw an AoE. While I'm moving, I can hold down 1 if I'm trying to get out of a telegraph. That's one of the things that you'll notice in dungeons, too. So, for instance, you might be in an easy mode on a dungeon, and you'll be able to see the telegraphs. Go to the hard mode, and all the abilities are the same. Everybody's a little more powerful. Sure, it's a hard mode. But you might not see the telegraphs either, so you really need to know your bosses and watch the animations to figure out exactly what you should do and when you should do it. So there's plenty of room in the game, and I'm gaining experience left and right. Keep in mind that I do have the most expensive Founders Pack in the game, but I have not I'll show you. I have not used any of the things that came with my Founders Pack as far as experience boosts and stuff like that. I wanted you guys and gals to see a accurate representation of if you were just jumping into open beta today, since it started, what you would see as far as your experience gains. I'm doing a lot of walking backwards, and this guy's kind of making me pay for it. Bad move. Oh, I've been stunned. Come on, come on. Damn, got knocked down too. Uh-oh, we're at about 50% health. Alright, let's go ahead and get our totem out. Try and make a little bit faster work of this, this big brother. We'll use our Demon's Touch ability. Uh-oh. Alright, let's get some, HP. Whoop, whoop, what happened? How come it didn't use it? There we go. Performance-wise, I am noticing, particularly today, over the last 5 days or so of early access, really didn't notice too many performance issues. Obviously, open beta today is causing some performance issues, which you saw right away with the dungeon itself, the entrance to the dungeon itself not being nice as far as loading. Now, I've died, okay? All right, so what happens here? Am I out of the trial? Nope. I can still complete this. I'm just not going to get the rewards from that particular trial. So we do get to go on to the next stage. In this case, we've got an NPC friend that's getting his ass nuked. So, I'm going to switch up and too late. Big Brother does not start with a lot of health. But what I wanted to do there, before it didn't work, was swap to my healing stance and get Big Brother's health up, but we waited too long. So we'll just take these guys out vengeance style. Send an orb his way, which doubles as an AoE when it explodes. It does damage in a straight line for anybody the orb hits, but then when you hit the button again and make it explode, it does AoE damage in a circle. Now, this trial, I've just got to last 60 seconds, and you'll see why that becomes a bit more challenging. So I've got to try and keep a certain level of stamina here so that I can move around. Whoop, that was bad. Thought I got out, but oh boy. All right, we are almost halfway there right now. 30 seconds. Damn it. Oh boy. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. 20 seconds. I keep getting caught at the tail end of that long roll from the big guy. Because I'm not going sideways away from him. I'm running directly away from him. It's the Prometheus school of running away from shit. For you fans of cinema sins. And I did end up making it. Nice. Not a lot of experience for that one, but oh well. Stage 9, Scarab Titan. All right, I'm gonna cut this one short and leave. Whoops. Because this is just raid has accumulated 3 days of cooldown, so it's been 3 days since I played, I guess. Interesting. I really don't feel like killing you. We're just gonna let you nuke me so that we can get out of here. So here's the prize stage, yay. Alright, so I've got to guide that purple orb, or I've got to run through all these little goblins while I have this buff, or these gremlins while I have this buff on me. Oh, out of stamina. I'll pick up all the treasure later. Let's just kill you before the time runs out. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Nice try. And I got hit by the orb, so I can't move. That's alright. Oh, come on. Do we have enough time? Yeah, we got him. Yay! Big treasure! Oh. Oh, that's such bullshit. The treasure dropped right on top. I'm just gonna let this guy kill me. The treasure dropped right on top of the portal, and clicking on it threw me to the next trial. That's horseshit. Horseshit. Alright, so we finished. Now, we can only run this one once per day. You saw that on the screen when we started here. Other dungeons have other various limits. So, like Darkfall will have 5 limits as far as the number of times you can run it. Questing is very standard here, and I hate autopathing, but I'm going to use it here just for the sake of making the first look easier to do. So, yeah, when you click items in the game, it does auto path you to it. You will gain levels very quickly. You're seeing me port around here, by the way. Once you've been to certain places on the map, fast travel is very, very useful, and you can do an awful lot of it to various portals. Of course, who really cares about fast travel if you can click a point on your map like you saw me do with the trials and just go take a piss and have a smoke and get a new drink and everything while it just auto paths you to the next target. So, yeah, you know, fast travel is useful, but whatever. All right, we're going to enter the secret area. Let's do some demon fighting. Enter secret arena, defeat a demon sealed there, activate this 3 times per day. Okay, great. So, do it. Do it! I'm supposed to go there and defeat the arena's captain. What's taking so long in doing it? Guilds. I should mention guilds, because this is a game that does some really cool things with guilds, as far as like having your own, basically, zones and stuff. And it's very easy to find a guild just by using the guild list interface here. You can even search for the name of a guild if a friend tosses you one, and it'll give you their level and their status as far as players, how active they are. So definitely easy to join a guild, and one that I would recommend that you do in this game, because there are some interesting perks and fun things that you can do as a guild. Now, here's again where the menus start to, or the encyclopedia would really come in handy. Notice that your skills, obviously, as they rank up as well, but there's other trees here, like special skills. So I have Demon's Touch, which I've been using, so it's rank 4, and I can show you. So if I use it, every time I use it, I get 0.5 experience points. I need 100 points to upgrade it again to the next level, and my character is to be level 29, so I'm already there. Yeah, great. So I got to use this damn thing 200 times to make it level. But some of these, like here's flying skills. I don't know what some of these menus do as far as, I'm going to get skills. Yeah, I get that I may be able to use in flight combat, which is a big part of the game. Great, but it'd be nice to read more about that in the damned encyclopedia, but I can't do that. Not just that, inside, where is it? Can I find it? Where is it? There was another damn menu for my skills that it looked like I had some trees that I could go through, but I had no clue what to do with them. Crafting. Because the encyclopedia doesn't tell you. So there's going to be an... is this it? Schemes? No. Nope. So control schemes you can set up. That's pretty nifty. Paid, and premium, so you can buy a couple of them. Knowledge is a valuable attribute. Fantastic. Great. Activate for 7 or 30 days. So in short, you're going to have to play around with a lot of stuff to figure out exactly what everything does. We should take a look very briefly at the cash shop as well. Yeah, I know I have not put on a security lock. No, I just want to see the shop. Is it because I'm flying? Is that why you're giving me a hard time?
Open the life skills interface and head to the arcane
This
arts to
requires
start learning.
ability set stall. Oh, that's not the shop I thought it was. That's for me to set up a personal shop. If you're familiar with Final Fantasy XI and Bizarring, it works similar to that, where you can have your own shop set up. Where is my top off? You have multiple currencies in the game, and a lot of the currencies that you get will, or a lot of the items that you get will just add certain currencies in-game. Now, I have farmed up quite a bit of Imperial coins, Imperial notes, and bronze shards just from playing the game. So initially, yeah, you're going to level it all up pretty quickly. Well, that took me out to a damn web browser. That is not what I wanted. All right. I know you probably can't see this page, but that's fine. I just want to get you guys the conversion rates, and they're not on that page either. Oh, here's this is what I needed, the RO shop. I knew the button was somewhere, and again, not very intuitive in some cases. All right, so here's your currencies that you can farm. Premium obviously gives you a certain amount of days for different value packs and support buffs. Mounts won't get hungry, wings won't wear out, things like that. Aurum is the cash shop currency, so you can exchange Imperial coins for this if somebody is selling them. Or, of course, you could just top off. Which is going to take you to their website to top off. It's not going to do it in-game, so you have to buy those items. Let's take a look at some apparel, for instance. So Gold Indulgence, nice outfit there. 352 of your Aurum right here. As far as how much that is, did my web browser open? Nope, my web browser isn't opening. So it's a couple bucks for costumes and things like that. You can farm them up in-game, but not to this degree, even as far as I've been playing with the new... Did you not let me in here because I was wearing wings? Oh, no, it's because I need a group of 2 to do that particular trial. All right, fine. I see how it's going to be between us from now on. All in all, I mean, there's some good things going on in the game. It's got a nice big open world for you to go to explore with tons of fast traveling options, lots of icons, so play with your filters, lots of systems that maybe get nitty gritty and meta and make the game a little more interesting for people that are just looking at this thinking it's a surface MMORPG, and in a lot of respects it is. But frankly, it's kind of a lazy port right now for me, and although there is fun to be had here, I don't know if I'd feel comfortable giving my.com money at this point, just because it looks flashy and has some cool things going on. But if you want to check out the game, it is in open beta now. Until next time, gang, this is Magic Man saying stay safe! We'll see you on the servers.